Today we visited the spot of one of America's most well-known UFO incidents. In 2007, 3 UFOs chased Ryan Bledsoe's father, Chris Bledsoe, and his brother, Chris Jr., along with 3 other friends.
So this is the infamous fishing spot where that night in 2007, they had the entity encounters initially.
Ryan shows us the location where his brother was paralyzed for 2 hours. He had encountered 2 entities, and their glowing red eyes paralyzed him.
Here in this very thick brush is where my oldest brother, Chris Jr., was face to face with 2 entities with bright glowing red eyes. They're about 3 to 4 foot tall. And for 2 hours, he was face to face in the woods at night with these entities. If you look over here, across the river, after my dad got back from walking up the path and my brother had seen the entities, everybody was in chaos. They were, what's going on? They're terrified. And one of them shouts, "Look," and they look up. And in the night sky, what looked like about 8 to 9 stars, they just looked like big, bright white lights. They kind of scrambled around in the sky, and one of them shot down and landed on the other side of the river, a bright white light.
Chris Bledsoe had gone missing for 4 hours. That's when his son, Chris Jr., went looking for him and encountered those 2 entities. The big question is, where was Chris during those 4 hours of missing time? In a regression that he later performed, it turns out he had encountered beings of light and was aboard a craft. The Fayetteville incident was a pivotal point in the Bledsoe family. For the next 15 years, they would experience paranormal activity daily. The Bledsoes are a beautiful yet normal family in an extraordinary situation. Ryan and his best friend Nick have a podcast called Bledsoe Said So. In episode 9, they talk about Chris's regression in detail.
One of the most important UFO channel materials of all time.
Absolutely.
And we're going to read it right here on today's episode.